Welcome back to our channel, guys. So I've been staring at these new sneak peek photos for the June 15 episode of Days of Our Lives for like 2 hours now. Honestly, my eyes are burning, but I just can't look away. I really can't. The writers are throwing so much at us right now, and I'm half exhausted and half screaming at my computer screen. Let's be real. Salem is an absolute mess right now. A beautiful, chaotic, stressful mess. And these photos, they prove it. We've got new romance blooming, we've got meddling mothers crossing every boundary imaginable, and we've got legacy characters having a much-needed girls' night in. It's a lot. It is just a lot to process for one episode. Let's start with Chad and Belle, because, wow. A few episodes ago, we saw them connecting and investigating John's missing chess piece, but now they are officially on a baseball date. The photos show Chad, Belle, Thomas, and Charlotte at a Cubs game. And it actually looks wholesome, like really, truly wholesome. There's a group shot of the four of them sitting in the baseball stands, and Chad has this huge, genuine smile on his face. He's got his arm around Belle, and she is just belly laughing, like a real throw your head back laugh. It's cute. It is really cute, but it also feels a little weird, right? I mean, the fans on social media have been so divided on this pairing. Chad has been through hell and back with the whole Cat Green pretending to be Abigail Nightmare. He needed a win. And Belle has been floating around since the Sean drama ended, but here is the kicker. After the game, they get some alone time, and they sneak a kiss. Yes, a kiss. Right there. The photos show Chad looking super intrigued by whatever Belle is saying to him, and then they just go for it. Honestly, I didn't think I would ship them. I really didn't. But looking at these pictures, there is a vibe. A definite, undeniable vibe. Maybe I'm being too harsh on the writers for putting them together so fast. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. They are both legacy kids. John and Marlena's daughter with Stefano's son. It's classic days. It's the kind of pairing that looks good on paper, but seeing it in action is, well, it's surprisingly sweet. I just hope Chad is actually ready for this, and not just using Belle as a distraction from his grief over Abigail. Who actually believes this is going to end well without some major DiMera drama? Speaking of John and Marlena, let's talk about Doc. Marlena and Julie are having a girls' night in at Marlena's house, and I am here for it. I am so here for it. These two iconic matriarchs just hanging out, trying to figure out what the rest of their lives look like without the loves of their lives. It's heavy, but it's also really heartwarming to see them lean on each other. In one of the photos, they are looking at a TV screen. Julie has this massive, delighted smile on her face, and Marlena looks completely shocked. My theory? My completely unhinged but probably accurate theory? They are watching the Cubs game on TV, and they see Chad and Belle on the kiss cam. Can you imagine Marlena seeing her daughter making out with Chad DiMera on live television? That would be television gold. Just pure soap opera gold. So after their night in, Julie and Marlena venture out into Horton Town Square, and of course, because it's Salem, they run into EJ. At first, the photos make it look like a normal, not completely unpleasant run-in, which is rare for EJ, let's be honest. But then, the vibe shifts entirely. There's a photo of just EJ and Marlena, and it is tense. So incredibly tense. EJ is clearly pressing her for answers. We all know he is absolutely desperate to remember what happened during his time in the hospital in Italy. He wants Marlena to hypnotize him to unlock those hidden memories about Cat Green. And Marlena is just standing there looking like she is completely done with his DiMera nonsense. What is EJ even thinking? He is so obsessed with his past right now that he is completely blind to the present. Cat is literally playing him. She is an ISA agent feeding him lies, like that whole ridiculous story about needing the Versavix drug for her sick mother, and EJ is just eating it up. He is turning casual baseball invites into romantic moves at the mansion, and he has no idea Kat is playing him like a fiddle. It's almost sad. Almost. But it's EJ, so I can't feel too bad for him. He thinks he is the smartest guy in the room, but he is getting played so hard. And he's harassing Marlena for hypnosis sessions when he should be paying attention to the giant red flags right in front of his face. But wait, we haven't even gotten to the most stressful part of these sneak peek photos. Paulina. Oh, Paulina. Look, I love Jack A. Harry. She is an absolute legend, but Paulina Price is exhausting right now. Johnny and Chanel are just trying to have a quiet moment. They are trying to take a break from the absolute nightmare that is Chanel's breast cancer diagnosis. They are sitting on the couch, trying to breathe and just be a young married couple. And then, bam, Paulina is standing in the doorway. The look on Johnny's face in the photo says it all. He looks so displeased. He looks like a guy who just wants 5 minutes of peace with his pregnant, sick wife, and his mother-in-law will just not let that happen. In the next photo, Paulina is all riled up. She is waving her hands around, explaining something to Johnny and Chanel, and they both look so confused and stressed out. Chanel is just sitting there, deep in thought, on the couch, looking absolutely drained. We know what this is about. We know. Paulina was just at the DiMera mansion, begging EJ to give Chanel the untested Versavix miracle drug instead of doing radiation. She thinks radiation will hurt the baby, so she wants to use a drug that literally causes lethal side effects and mania in lab rats. And EJ, shockingly being the voice of reason for once, turned her down. But Paulina does not take no for an answer. She just can't stop. She cannot stop trying to fix things, even when her fixing makes it worse. So now Paulina is spilling all of this to Chanel and Johnny. She is probably bullying them, telling them that EJ has a cure and they need to demand it. It's a very unpleasant exchange. You can see the tension radiating off the photos. Chanel is already terrified. She's crying about the radiation. She's worried about having the energy to take care of Trey. And now her mother is pushing this insane, mad science solution on her. It is too much. It is just way too much pressure on this poor girl. And Johnny? Johnny is stuck in the middle. Spoilers say Johnny ends up giving EJ a heads up later this week. And honestly, good for him. He needs to warn his dad that Paulina is on the warpath and that she is filling Chanel's head with false hope about a dangerous drug. Sometimes I zoom out and look at this whole canvas, and I just have to sigh. The writers are really putting us through the ringer this summer. Between the heavy cancer storyline, the failing resurrection drugs, the PTSD shootings with Stephanie, and now these messy new romances, it's a lot to process. I mean, do we really want Chanel taking a drug that might turn her into a maniac? No. Do we want Chad rushing into a romance with Belle? Maybe. It's all so clunky and chaotic, but I guess that's why we watch. We complain, we vent, we stare at our screens until our eyes burn, but we always come back for more. Let's just hope Johnny can protect Chanel from Paulina's crazy ideas, and that Chad and Belle actually find some happiness before the Salem curse ruins it all. Anyway, I need a nap before the next batch of spoilers drops. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.